know. Maybe if any other streamers go like at one point in time or whatever, maybe I'll set something up with them. We'll see. It low-key feels like you might quit League considering the lack of streams. Me? No, it's just whenever the meta feels stale, dude, or whenever like there's nothing really like I don't know, like season end or whatever, and there's nothing to do, I just have the bad habit of like just not playing. I just don't play the game or stream it or anything. I just I don't know, like I look for other things to do that entertain me, so I could, because I'm the type of person that just has to be I feel like I have to be doing something all the time that's not what do you call it, like I just feel either like either I'm relaxing, like it just in a productive way that's good for my mental, or I'm learning something actively, whether it's like a new skill, a new type of game. I don't know, like if I'm playing like a card game, chess, whatever the hell, like I'm trying to learn a fighting game, etc. I'm just actively thinking about that stuff because it's just like I gotta be thinking about stuff a lot. It's just the way I am. And when I get bored, like of League or whatever, because I already have like nothing that I'm looking for to like expand on, I get like I don't know, I just stop streaming it or whatever. I literally don't even play the game. But I'm setting myself up some goals for this season that I know I won't be able to complete right away, unless I'm a fucking maniac and I randomly just get like top 10 jungle in like fucking like 2 months. So I know that I'll be like sticking around and I'll be able to be actually like do stuff, or you know, like at least like constantly stream and work on something, on a goal, you know. Doran shield. Okay. Okay. Rating level 1 against this champion never really works out for me. Especially when they have bone play. It depends actually, because here I have the extended cooldown reduction. Right. Are you able to constantly think while you play? I don't. Sometimes I catch myself autopiloting because you know that feeling that when you're watching your screen and it looks like it's foggy, and it's like you're just not really thinking about stuff. That feeling, I catch myself sometimes and I'm like, whoa, okay, focus. I ask myself, what am I doing and what am I gonna do next and why? And it pulls me out of that state, you know, of like just not knowing what's happening, and it helps me refocus or like what I'm doing at the time. So here I'm talking to you, right? I'm technically autopiloting on League, right? But then the moment I start looking back at my screen, I look at this lane state, I'm like, okay, wait, what am I doing? And what am I gonna do next? And then I think about why I'm gonna make that decision, why I'm not making it. So like right here, the wave's pushing to me, so I'm thinking, what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna chill, farm when it gets back to my side. And I'm actually going to try to freeze it and actively trade here to see if I can make sure that he doesn't get a free recall off here. Right? I'm trying to do this on purpose here, these type of trades, because I don't want to give him a free recall. I don't want him to get a recall where he can just buy items and, you know, just be fine. Because I want to hold the wave here before it crashes under the tower, even if it makes it, this is really risky, right? But I want to make sure that it doesn't crash. See? So now the wave didn't crash completely, so even if he tries recalling now, he doesn't get a free item buy on me. He has to like, the whole point of like top lane is to make sure that your opponent doesn't get a recall off where they have TP advantage over you. Just consider top lane as just like a constant battle for TP usage. Right now, he's actually beating me because he has Doran Shield and he gets a little bit more sustain than I do. But I lost vision. I was gonna go for an all-in there, and if I manage to get the last auto at the end there, he dies, and I get a pretty good or like lane state. Just think, do I do this early against him? No, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do this. TP back. Now the reason I'm TPing here is because in order for him to fix this lane, this is the kind of like a salvage thing, right? So I fucked up. I wasn't able to actually kill him. But now what happens is, since I have this freeze here, right? It forces the Aatrox to have to TP back to lane. If he doesn't TP, he technically loses a lot from this. You see, I'm holding the wave here. And I'm making sure that if he doesn't TP, the lane state is in my favor, which makes it so I'm gonna be ahead in XP. I'm gonna be ahead in gold to a certain extent, and then he's in danger of dying to a gank, and I'm not. So it looks like he TP'd. Yeah, he TP'd. I checked his icon. So he TP'd late though. He didn't TP right away, which is technically really bad. Because now the Olaf can kill him. So I did this, right? We're chilling. I'm not going for an all-in. So just by knowing that little bit of extra information on when to wave manage, right? I just won that entire laning phase and I win the game off of it. So it's like, even though he killed me, he still didn't follow the ending part of the, or like the interaction. He didn't know the complete way of finishing that play. Viper thinks Eclipse is better for Riven than Gore Drinker. It could be, yeah. It depends on matchups. It depends on what matchup you're playing. I tried it a bunch. I've tried all the items so far, and I agree. It's not black and white. You know what I'm saying? Definitely not. It's like so in this matchup, actually, in this very specific matchup, just because I know the way it works, I actually like doing Claw. I actually want to do Claw against this very specific matchup because I know I can kill him in the side lane for the rest of the game. What did the Aatrox have to do to finish the play? He needed, after he killed me, he needed to, just because of the lane state, the way where it was, he needed to just TP right away. He needed to obtain, like the lead that he had, right? He needed to keep it going. By him holding his TP for that long, right? Since he held his TP for that long, he wasn't able to just shove me off from that freeze. And so what happens is, come on, auto, there we go. So what happens is he wasn't able to finish the play. The wave was in a bad state, so Olaf could gank him. If he TPs right away and shoves the wave instantly, Olaf doesn't get to gank him. He just backs off, wards up, and then the wave pushes back to him. And he's still in the lead because he got that kill on me. And we both would have to use TP, right? So that's pretty much the logic behind it. In best case scenario, he doesn't have to use TP, right? But the wave wasn't crashing completely, so he had to use it to fix it. Fly every game because flashy mechanics. I wish, Starblade, I wish. I wish I could use that logic all the time. It's actually hype. Do you actually think in advance for all of this? Yes, you do. But there's also situations where like it's like you think of it on the fly, like because you've seen the situation so many times and you know that, like for example, like right here, right? I didn't plan that this way would be in this spot in advance, so he's shoving this, right? So now I know from here, like just in this situation now, I'm not planning this in advance, right? Like I know what's gonna happen, but there's no like planned. I didn't force this to happen. So this champion, so the wave state's gonna get back here, right? If I trade with him now, right? I can like my whole goal right now is to trade with him enough to put him to a certain amount of low HP so I can all in with ult and finish off the kill. Because right now, lane management wise, doesn't really matter for both of us. Why doesn't it matter? Because both junglers are bot side, and the active like the fighting is just happening bot side. So if I freeze, I don't get anything from it because he knows where my jungler is. If he freezes, he gets nothing from it. So it's just like a neutral thing. So the only play that's happening for both of us is whether we trade against each other, and if one of us is able to kill each other with proper like micro and outplaying each other. So right now I have him in a spot where I could potentially kill him. But it's very like right now that's why he's scared. He's sitting back, not because he's gonna get ganked, because he knows where my jungler is, but he knows that I can potentially kill him. That was really good by him. Yeah. He actually outplayed me there because he just kited back in a situation where let's see. Nice. See, so he kited back properly. He actually used his micro very well. It wasn't bad at all. Yeah. Does she have red smite? She does. Damn. I actually just thought for a second she didn't have it. I should look at her smite. Not the jungle item. There's no jungle item anymore. I actually didn't see. If he had flash the ult, maybe he had it. My ult? Yes. Yeah, but it's like a micro thing. Like it's hard to outplay on the fly like that. Oh, where's this thing? Do that. Cloth armor seems good. Wait, so what do you say Riven's win rate will drop? I think it's gonna drop because people are used to doing the Black Cleaver Death Dance setup, and now they have to think a lot more about what they actually have to buy on the champion. And she's a lot less safe. So I think her win rate is gonna drop just based off of that. Bye combo, I think it was 6 months. Black or would become that build? Yeah, but even that build is not as safe. It's not as safe, and it's not as brain dead as Black Cleaver Death Dance, because with that one, at least you have to know when to use your active to get your healing back, and you don't have that damage reduction on top of it too. It takes more skill to use this setup, or like the Gore Drinker setup. I have him in kill range. So I chunked him down enough so now when I get under tower I can actually just kill him by myself or with Olaf. I'm gonna wait for Olaf though, so we can make this fairly simple. Olaf can kill him. Right. Have you tried Sunfire Aegis on Riven? No. That sounds interesting. But if you have preferred episode, Riven should say better than she was last season, right? Correct. I think Riven is stronger now than she was last season, at least for like for the items right now and everything. I think she's stronger now, but I think she takes more skill to play, which makes it so a lot of people are definitely gonna struggle initially, or at least like lower elo players are gonna struggle a lot with her. You can say something in Spanish? No, man, no puedo. Yeah, this is free kills for me, man. Thank you. That's animation canceling, right? No, I didn't do shit there, man. I just did active into the W, man. Okay. Oh shit. And They actually just gave me the red buff for free. Let's go. Yo, bros, I feel like I've been talking a lot through the stream today, man. My throat kind of hurts. So much explaining, so much theory crafting. Make it simple, go paw for squishy, go for scaling, and Eclipse for split 1v1. I think this one work. So Eclipse and this one are both, and Eclipse, sorry, Eclipse and Claw are both used for split push, but it depends on what champion matchup you're playing. It really depends on what champion matchup, because some champion matchups Eclipse is better, and some champion matchups probably Claw is better. So against Aatrox, I think Claw is better. Look at it this way, if the enemy champion has a lot of mobility and they're able to kite you out in the time where you dash on top of them, then Eclipse is better. If they don't have kiting potential against you, then Claw is better. That was funny. I need to get used to the mechanical part of that item, man. Is this season gonna be worse? Tablar so far is looking way more fun than last season, man. I'm actually kind of happy with what Riot's doing right now. There's a lot of broken shit that needs to get a little bit tuned up, but it looks way more fun right now. It looks way more fun. I really can't wait to test out jungle though. It's gonna be very fun. But that's still like a week from now. This whole week I'm just learning top lane matchups and shit, so. Alright chat, I think that's gonna be it for me. I thought I was gonna stream like fucking 10 hours, but my throat hurts. And honestly, I need a break. I haven't eaten anything all day. So, but we got a lot of shit to test out. So we tested, okay, so conclusion, we figured out today. We learned scaling, for scaling purposes, Gore is the better item. For 1v1 purposes, Eclipse and Claw are both good, depending on what matchups can kite you and can't kite you. Transcendence is obviously clearly a fucking winner. Stealth champions are broken, or like stealth champions are really broken with the new Duskblade. Like Rengar, Kha'Zix, all that good stuff. What else was it? What else did we learn? What else did we learn? I actually haven't. You guys remember that item that you saw in the video, like where the AD carries get the dash and shit? I haven't seen that used at all. They die before they even get to use that shit. Unless like I'm trolling. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. We're gonna look for someone to host. And hell yeah, man. I'll see you guys next time. Let's take a look. Who do we host?